Hi everybody, my name is Chris Burney, principal at Austintown Fitch High School. Welcome to this very special edition of Falcon Focus. Today we have a committee of 10, all 10 of our Austintown Fitch High School class of 2018 valedictorians. At this time, I'm going to let all of our valedictorians introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Darian Masaris.
Hi, I'm Tommy Dravison.
Hi, I'm Jack Chepke.
Hi, I'm Joey Capizzuto.
Hi, I'm Erica Ferguson.
Hi, I'm Carly Gaka.
Hi, I'm Megan Krawick.
Hey, I'm Michaela Giannini. Hi, I'm Nicole Node.
Hi, I'm Casey Henderson.
We're going to go ahead and ask a few questions of our valedictorians, questions that'll just cover lots of different things. First, let's go with this. Freshman year. No one likes to think about their freshman year, but maybe some people do. Reflect upon entering a Fitch High School as a freshman, and what are some things that you didn't know but you so wish somebody would have told you?
Just like always building a relationship with your teachers is honestly the most important part of what you can do as a freshman, because if you start to become close with your teachers, it'll really just make your lives easier because they're not only your teachers, but then they become your friends.
Like Joey said, your teachers do really care about you, and if I was a freshman, I would tell myself to befriend them as soon as I possibly could.
Moving ahead, some people would, I'm just blanking out here, some people would think the only focus you have as a valedictorian is to just study, study, study to maintain that 4.0. And those people have no clue what they're talking about, because these guys in front of me are involved in lots of different things. I can't even describe all of them, and if I tried to, I would forget. So at this time, to our valedictorians, talk about all of the different ways that you have to manage your time with everything that you're involved in to maintain the 4.0.
I know that giving up sleep is a big factor for most of the valedictorians up here, especially when we stay after school for clubs or sports, and then some of us even have jobs. In order to get our work done, we do have to stay up very late.
I think for me too, it's being organized and just making lists and prioritizing everything is really beneficial, because time can get away from you so fast. So you just have to make sure that everything you need to get done in a day is written down, and make sure you have a schedule.
I think keeping your priorities straight, as Casey said, is super important. I know freshman year I joined a whole lot of clubs just to see what I liked, and then as the years went on, I called them down to the ones that I really cared about. So my focuses are always on academics, and then the senior year I've really focused on music a lot, but I've really cut it down to the two things that I really enjoy and really want to spend my time doing.
I think really that it's really time management. Sometimes you do have to stay up late. I've stayed up till 5 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Coffee's a good help, but I think that we're all willing to put in the time, and sometimes you have to start your homework right after school and go all night, and sometimes you have 30 minutes of homework. It really just depends.
Let's talk about this just a little bit more so that we can get a different perspective from all of you. Some people out there might be hearing, wow, I have to give up doing fun things, entertaining things if I want to have a 4.0. But I don't think that's what you want communicated to others. It's talking about short-term satisfaction versus long-term growth and achievement. So elaborate a little bit more on, yeah, maybe you have to give up something, but it's just short-term, because what is the long-term satisfaction?
I know that I would get kind of upset when I wouldn't be able to go to events that I really wanted to go to. I've missed a lot of my brother's baseball games, and I'm kind of upset about that. But in the long run, this was so worth it. I am really happy that I missed those things, as weird as that sounds, but it's worth it, I promise you.
And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to miss out on all the fun activities that go on in the community. As we were saying before, prioritization is a really key part in success. So if you keep your priorities straight and budget your time such that you can participate in these activities, it's really doable. I mean, as long as you keep your time management under control.
Yeah, as long as you make time to study, whether it's at 11 o'clock at night or right after school, it really doesn't matter. Every single night I could tell everybody here that I play Fortnite for 2 or 3 hours. So I'm not really giving up, like doing something that I really like to do. But some nights there is times that I don't really have the time to play. But I mean, you really don't always have to give something up that you love. Like Tommy said, as long as you budget your time really well, you really won't have to sacrifice that much.
So we know that you guys are not robots. I mean, clearly, you have hearts, you have feelings, you have emotions. Let's talk about the funny memory, the oh my gosh embarrassing moment that took place here at Austintown Fitch High School that might cause some people to go, you mean even a valedictorian had something like that happen to them? Would anyone like to share?
My car is destroyed, and anyone who knows me probably knows that. And it can happen to you too, so be prepared.
Well, a lot of us up here have a lot of similarities, and going off of what Darian said, I wrecked 2 cars. I flipped one, but that wasn't at Fitch. But the time that I destroyed my car at Fitch, I was going in reverse, so I wasn't really too proud of that. Dad wasn't really happy, but yeah, we got some bad stuff going on at some points too.
Embarrassing moments always happen to, I think, each and every one of us. I remember very clearly after first period during Spirit Week of, I think it was like the Christmas Spirit Week, it was Pajama Day. I bent down to pick up all my books in Senor Base's class, and my pants split right up the back, and it was like straight out of like a movie. So I went up to the home ec room, got some needle thread, sewed for my life, and I think that day I will remember forever.
I think one of my like best moments was it was like freshman or sophomore year, and like everybody falls at one point, but like I like fell down the steps and like everything came crashing down, and I had to pick it all back up, and then it was like an hour later and I fell up the same exact staircase and it all crashed down again. I was like, this is a really good day. That was one of my best ones.
Actually, just last week, I was walking by the track that's under construction, and there was a big hole dug right outside where like the football players come out. And my friend told me that they were building a pool for the athletes to chill in after their games and stuff, like to calm down in, and I believed her, but it's not happening.
I'd like you to send a message of encouragement and advice to young people. There are definitely students out there who are thinking, I so want to do my best to be a valedictorian. What advice could you give to those young people?
Never start early enough. Or it's never too early to start. Sorry. It's never too early to start. If you set your goals now and you work each and every day to achieve them, it's a step-by-step process, getting through every test, every homework assignment, every single grade level at a time. It's a process, but if you set your goals when you're really young, just make sure that you work to achieve those every single day.
I remember us 3, best friends in 8th grade. We were like looking up being to valedictorian, and we just never forgot about it. And when you think about speaking on the stage at graduation, you won't forget about it, and you'll try the best that you can.
When you mention 8th grade, it triggers this thought that I hope community members are seeing and hearing right now, that these 10 students are 10 siblings. The commitment they made to be a valedictorian really did begin their 8th grade year as they all participated in high school credit courses. With that being said, they've absolutely been encouragement for one another. They've been iron sharpening iron for one another. Let's hear from them on how they've helped one another keep on keeping on.
I know personally that us 10 up here and everybody else just in my class has created an environment where I'm not afraid to go ask anybody for help. I'm not afraid to show them that I'm struggling. And it's always really important to remember that the success of someone else doesn't take away from the success of yourself. So if you do see someone else struggling, just help them, because you're only bettering the community.
Yeah, I consider every single person up here like a family member to me. Like, we all help each other do our best. We all push each other. If anyone's struggling, like, with no hesitation, we'll all just help each other, and it's just a great environment.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. We're all in the same classes, basically, so we know what we're each going through, and we know if we're struggling that we can go to one another for help anytime.
And I think coming into freshman year, Darian and I both didn't go to AMS, but I really didn't know at the beginning of the year like who I could go to for help. Like, if I was struggling in one of my classes, who can I go to ask? But quickly I realized that I could ask any one of these people and a lot more that are out there to help me, and I really think that brought us closer together.
And I think it was always good to like keep in the back of our minds that like, oh, like someone else is struggling, and if like you don't want to help them, just remember that like one time you could be the one that's struggling that doesn't get help from someone else. So just always treat people how you want to be treated and help where you can help.
Yeah, I think I ask somebody for help like every single day, and they all know that. But it's very humbling knowing that like you need help as well as other people. So I feel like we all understand how important it is to help other people now.
I think it's important to let the community know that these 10 students up here come from rock-solid families. I've known these kids for several years. They live in homes where culture of expectation is truly expected. And I say that because they've not gotten here on their own. Their moms and dads and their families have loved them and pushed them and supported them. Beyond that, these valedictorians have had the privilege of sitting in front of a quality number of teachers, rock-solid teachers. Kids, let's give a shout out to the different teachers that you have had that have invested in you to help get you where you're at.
Well, not only have all the teachers helped me and pushed me to work my hardest, but like freshman year, Mrs. Williams really sparked my interest in science, and I think that's really taken off for me from there. Like, I'm going to major in biology when I go to college, and I really think that not only did the teachers provide like a sense of support and push you to work hard, but they really inspire you in special ways in your life too.
I think for me, like I used to struggle with math, like definitely in middle school, and in high school I had Mrs. Kubaki. I had her for algebra and I had her for advanced math, and she really helped me like kind of like discover like my passion for math, and now I want to be a math teacher when I'm older. And I just remember like always being able to go to her for help, whether it was like academically or like out of school. Like I consider her honestly one of my friends now, so I think she definitely is like a big support system for me.
I love all of my teachers, and you have to realize that they genuinely do care about you and want you to succeed, even if it's just Mrs. Hopper like giving you a sticker for raising your hand. Like, you have to take all of the encouragement you can get.
I agree. I'm really appreciative of all my teachers because they always push me and challenge me to the best of my abilities, but if I ever need help, I can go to them for sure.
I think it's important to note that I know like 100% I wouldn't be where I am without the help of like my parents, my family, and also my teachers. It's important that, I mean, they're fantastic educators, but they also call you out when they know that you could do better than what you're doing. So I think that the expectations that they set in the classroom really pushed us all to be the best that we can, and I can't thank them enough for everything that they've done.
And they not only became our teachers, they became some of our closest friends at Fitch. And I know me, at least, is during any break next year, during college, or when we come back home for the summer, that I'll definitely come back up here and just visit and say hello to the people that helped me become the person I am today.
I just wanted to add that they really do want to help you. I go up to Miss Williams like a lot during the physics test, and she'll either help you or she'll be like, I can't help you with that. But like, I think that I've had like the best teachers ever. Like when I go back to freshman year, like all the knowledge I've gained since freshman year, it's just it's really wow. And I don't know, they're just all really good teachers.
I agree. All of these teachers are so amazing. I'm so grateful for them. I really don't think that I would be where I am, and I think that everybody up here would agree with me that these teachers have just played a huge role in our success.
I'd agree. I really think that the thing that I'm going to miss the most about Fitch is seeing all our familiar teachers that we see every single day. Yes, I'm going to miss my friends, but seeing the teachers and knowing how much they've helped me to get to where I am today and to succeed and achieve my goals, I really think that's what I'm going to miss most.
Well, a special shout out to our 10 valedictorians as we close, and this is how we're going to do it. One of the popular words nowadays in society is the word grit. Well, grit is something that isn't new. It's been around for ages. Grit is something that is not done in public. Grit is done in secret. These 10 kids have been very gritty for at least 5 years. And with the added value that their families have given them and the investment academically that their teachers have given them, they are who they are today. So on behalf of Austintown Fitch High School, we would like to congratulate all 10 valedictorians. We wish them the best of luck, as they move on to different colleges and universities. And we also want to congratulate the class of 2018. Thank you for watching this special edition of Falcon Focus.